Sea-Milk,
Yes?
this is kind of interesting. There's a big church behind us here.
Big Catholic church. Obviously, France, owned Indochina for a while. Tons of churches, and a good percentage of Vietnamese people are Catholic. And that's a little bit weird because you look at a place like China and Japan or Taiwan, and obviously the majority of people are not Christian. They have Confucian, Taoism, Buddhism,
Yep.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, it's super cool. We're actually going to be talking about a topic which it's kind of important. Some people might find it offensive.
I don't care. I mean, it's very realistic.
Yeah, it is. And that's kind of how Vietnam and China, the attitude people have about their place in the world, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
And basically, we're going to hop on the bikes, we're going to talk about this, and we're going to try not to sound like condescending great white explorers.
Right. I'm not going to try to do anything, but I'll probably sound like that.
Yeah.
If that
Anyway,
makes sense.
let's hit the road and talk about it. This is such an uncomfortable bike.
I know, it's bad.
Anyway, yeah. Gotta watch out.
You're going to say, so, Sea-Milk. Guaranteed.
Hey, Sea-Milk.
Oh, man!
As we go down these nice little roads here, I wanted to talk about this situation right now. Vietnam is, as everyone knows, going to probably take over from China as far as being the world's manufacturer.
Sure.
At least the way things are going with this trade war and the attitudes,
We have a very in-depth video about that coming soon.
Absolutely. But one thing I've noticed about Vietnam and the people here is that there isn't this arrogance going on here.
Right.
Oh, this is interesting. Cool. Well, this is why we got these bikes.
Nice.
Oh shit, a brick.
What?
Never mind. There's this little hole.
Whoa, yeah, the hole. And I went through it.
Yeah, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Okay.
Okay, anyway.
I'm going to take it easy.
What the heck is... There's guinea fowl all over the place.
What's a guinea fowl?
This is a guinea fowl.
I can't see. Yeah. What the hell? Those are pheasants.
No, they're not. They're guinea fowl.
Oh, okay. Well, I call them the
Pheasants have got those long feathers. I feel
This
like
is
it's someone's
interesting.
farm, so
Probably.
we shouldn't like harass them, but
Maybe we should turn around.
I think we should.
Okay. Anyway.
But yeah, guinea fowl. What I was saying is, I haven't picked up this arrogance that you get in China, and that's this idea that most Chinese people believe that they're superior.
Okay.
And I know it sounds bad coming from someone saying that. It's kind of like
sounds bad.
No, but basically, you know what it's like in China.
Yeah.
They're always saying you can never understand China because you're not
Right.
Chinese, and we have 5,000 years of history, and us Chinese people are, like the strongest and blah blah blah.
Right.
There's definitely a big sort of superiority thing going on in China. What do they call it? The Han arrogance or something? Anyway, there's all of that, but I haven't picked that up here. Maybe you can expand on that.
So, yeah, I wanted to introduce the two systems, okay? So, you have China and you have Vietnam, both one-party socialist states, okay?
Yeah.
Both incredibly nationalist. So, when you said that you haven't picked that up, what you actually mean is arrogance doesn't mean nationalism. Like the pride of their country. They're very proud here. There are freaking flags everywhere. Everyone's proud to be Vietnamese, but there's a big difference between that and China. So the way the governance works is almost identical. The party is structured almost the same as China, but
hey, look at this cute little Shranio.
Aww, look at that little guy.
He's scared. Anyway, yeah.
that girl, that woman touched it and smiled.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's funny. Anyway, so the way the party and political systems work, this guy doesn't want me to piss.
I don't know what he's doing. I'm going to slow down and let him pass. Yeah.
The problem is that when you have a country with a one-party state that is trying to assert dominance in the world, or have some soft power sway in the world, then you have a situation where the propaganda and the push of the government is in a direction that they don't want the people in that country to question the leadership or the way the country's going. They want them to think it's good enough, right? And both countries are guilty of this. I'll tell you why. China is closing off because of what we can speculate, closing off because it is slowing down economically.
Yes.
So with access to outside information, people have a very high chance of having more dissenting opinions because they're angry that they're losing money and livelihood. So you have a situation where now the Chinese government really pushes this idea that not only are Chinese people well off, they're better than everyone, right?
Yes.
They've already achieved what America has achieved, and now it's their turn. So, like we always talk about these big initiatives like Belt and Road, but in the propaganda, people are told that they're better, and you can see that in the arrogance of a lot of uneducated tourists that go abroad that have money, right?
Yeah.
And now Vietnam is guilty of the same thing, but in a totally different way. Vietnam also doesn't want people to question, why do we have the same government as China, but we're much poorer? Okay.
Sure.
So when you read the news in Vietnam, there is no news about China's success. Ever. They look up to other countries like Germany and Singapore, but you won't see China's doing well, right?
Yeah.
The difference is in China, with that kind of arrogance that like, oh, we're better than everyone. They don't do that here because people already know that Vietnam is not rich. Right?
Sure.
There's no pretense there. They're not like, yeah, we're super freaking rich.
Right.
So there's no arrogance, and it's not that they don't deserve it.
Yeah.
I just got super muddy.
Oh, good.
What are we doing on this? This is like
it's a construction quarry. It's your favorite place.
Why do we go in a quarry?
I don't know. It's kind of fun.
Anyway.
There's a river there. Oh wait, there's some milk dogs, dude.
Are there milk dogs?
Yeah.
No,
I'm not
For
going
real?
down there. Yeah, there are milk dogs down there. I'm out of here.
Are you sure they're not milk chickens?
Oh no, they're milk dogs, all right.
Holy crap! I didn't know they had them here.
Yeah.
Dude, that's worrying.
Very, very worrying.
Holy shit!
I know, but it's your bedtime. Gary's not home, and I'm alone here with Dylan. I think
Someone's trying to hack into my passwords. Yeah, I have a VPN.
but I don't know how to use it.
You must be looking for internet security. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I'm Mickey Fowler.
Oh, that's okay, Mickey. It's just my first time
I'm shopping for a VPN.
I guess I'm a little nervous.
Don't worry about that. I think you're going to enjoy this.
You know, I've always wondered about something.
What are the best uses for a VPN? Keep your connection safe. Defeat region locks. Have peace of mind.
How do you feel about what you've learned so far?
Well, I'm not,
Elite Hacksaw yet.
but I'm getting there.
There's a ton of different reasons to use a VPN. Not only does it keep your internet secure so that people can't snoop in on what you're doing, it also opens up a whole nother world of the internet as well. There's something online called region locks, meaning that only some content is available in some countries. So for example, if you use a service like Netflix or Disney Plus or Hulu, depending on what country your internet connection is in, you may or may not be able to see certain TV shows or movies. So when you use a VPN, you can actually pretend like your internet is in a different country and access that content there. There's a lot of content that's only available in Canada or the UK or the US. So using a VPN can help you hop around, not only keep your internet safe and secure, but also give you access to a whole new world. Don't forget to go to nordvpn.com/ADVChina and use the code ADVChina. Not only will you get 70% off a 3-year plan, but you'll also get 1 month to try it out, see if you like it. When you do that, you'll be supporting the channel. Thank you.
Anyway, continue.
So yeah, there's no idea. Yeah, I'm scared, dude. Anyway, there's no idea that the government here isn't telling people we're better than everyone. It's time to close off. Vietnam, if anything, is doing its best within its limitations of a one-party state, even though they do crush dissenting opinions, is doing its best to open up and allow tourism, allow foreign companies and this kind of stuff. It's doing exactly the opposite of China, so it has the reverse effect on the populace.
Right, and that's what I'm picking up on.
Right, and that's so I was going to ask you, do you agree with my analysis?
I do, and I'd like to kind of reiterate what I was saying in the beginning. Is the reason why people have this idea that they're better than anyone is because the news it's actually quite funny. It's really, really funny because my wife will just say, "Oh, it's so bad in America. That they had this really cold winter and everyone's freezing and stuff." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" But it goes viral on whenever there's something that's bad, like say a school shooting or something in America. it goes viral on the Chinese social media, and it's made out as if that's happening everywhere in America, and it's affecting everyone, right? So it's like everyone thinks, oh, we're so safe to be in China, we're so happy, like there are no guns in China, you know, we're safer here. Meanwhile, it's a bunch of bollocks, because there are tons of like terrible things happening in China too, like mass stabbings and yes, all sorts of terrible crimes. But the thing is, you don't read about the bad things in China, you only read about the good things.
Right, the things that promote that pride.
Yeah, and so then people they develop this chauvinism. They think, you know, this arrogance. They think, yeah, we're amazing. We're the best nation in the world. Look how safe we are. Look how prosperous we are. Look at, like, you know, America's so unsafe with all the guns and the crime. And the, you know, all this kind of thing. And the homeless people, you know, they're so poor. They have so many homeless people. That kind of nonsense, right? So that's where they get this from, and it's very using the example of the tourists going overseas is a fantastic example, right? Because when you see Chinese people go to sort of lesser countries, and by lesser I mean like poorer countries, you know, like Vietnam, for instance, or Thailand, their behavior is atrocious, because they treat the local people as if they're lesser human beings. Let's cut through here rather than through that mess.
This is really annoying. I just wanted to throw that out there. This is like the worst possible road ever.
Oh, I'm glad we got these bikes. It gives us a little bit of freedom.
Yeah, but it's like we literally found the place where they make stones.
Dude, I don't want to go on this truck road. It's full of truck juice. Never mind. No, we're not going to do truck juice road, dude.
Can you find another road?
Yeah, we're going to have to go back on the road we came.
Oh, Lord.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's just annoying. It's very ugly.
It is. And look, there's like 1 star over there on the...
Hey, 1 star. That's what we call Vietnam, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, so back to my point is, you see very uncivilized behavior. Like you get recently that girl who threw the yogurt onto the policeman in where was
Philippines.
Philippines, yeah. Because Chinese people literally believe that they are more superior than the people in the Philippines.
In just a little fairness here. I know the most Chinese people aren't going to throw freaking yogurt on a cop.
No, they're not. But
that's
attitude,
a symptom.
Yeah, the attitude that you see some very arrogant behavior, you know, bad behavior from the Chinese when they go to Thailand, like at the buffets where they just completely decimate the local buffets, and they're very wasteful. And they expect, because in China, when you have a lot of money, you can get away with being a complete piece of crap, right?
Yeah.
You can boss people around. You can expect people to do things
for you. People bow down for you.
Yeah, like hand and foot. Hey, that looks nice down there. I don't mean like hand and foot and mouth disease. I mean just, you know what I'm saying. So when they go to...
this looks nice.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay.
When you go to a country that's seen as poorer or lesser, so let's say Vietnam, Philippines, etc., that attitude carries through in the way they behave. So they treat the local people as if they're lesser human beings, is what I've said already, but I'm just re-saying it again because I'm hungover.
Not to mention that, you know, places like Vietnam, they were colonized by China in the past, so they still kind of see it as, oh, this is ours. Yeah,
correct. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say, is that China sees itself as being better than it is.
Right. Now let me throw... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, continue. Yeah, I'm rambling.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to throw some 2 cents in here.
Go for it.
I think that when a nation, or even let's just talk about people, when a person who tactfully points out deficiencies in their friends, can address the issues and actually coax them into making positive changes in their life, it usually works. You know? We need outside opinion. We need this kind of stuff to make us better, right?
Sure.
The issue is, in America, there are, you made it, those are baby turkeys? What the heck? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, in America, I'll be the first to say, and you know, really bring up what you said earlier. There is a huge problem with homelessness. There is a huge problem with drug addiction. It's tearing apart the literal fabric of society.
Yes,
it is, and it's bad, and I hate it. And the thing is, if you turn on the news, you don't see people avoiding this topic. Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah,
everyone's addressing
everywhere.
it. There's programs starting. There's charities. People are like, okay, this isn't working. Let's switch it up. Right?
Yeah, let's figure out a way to get this out. Get this gone. Yeah, this opioid thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And you see the same thing with countries like Taiwan. They address the problems. Oh, a little bit corruption here in this election process. Let's redo it. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you have a country that refuses to address these issues and not only blatantly ignores them, but tells people that they don't exist and they're better than everyone, you're doomed.
Yeah.
It's a doomed country. It's a doomed society.
That's why we get so much hate. Is because we point out the things that that just don't get pointed out. You know, we talk about things that are never talked about.
Right.
And as soon as we do, we just get attacked. It's as if they think we're attacking them personally rather than talking about an issue, right?
Right. And my country has faults.
Oh yeah.
They need to be fixed.
That's the funniest thing is very often if I say something about China that is something true, which is bad, the first thing they'll do is like, what about your shit country, South Africa? Why don't you go back to your shit country? And I'm like, well, first of all, I admit that my country's shit, okay? I never try to hide that fact.
Right.
And the problems that are in South Africa are very real.
Right.
You know, these are proper issues and I will never try to hide them. It's a terrible place. It's incredibly dangerous. The crime is awful. There's xenophobia and racism built into the population, black and white and whatever else. It's a terrible place, man.
Right.
I would never suggest anyone go live there. You know.
Right.
And I'm not trying to defend it.
No.
Because I can admit when there are problems, and that's the biggest issue.
Right.
It kind of all leads back to that.
Right.
So the original topic was Vietnam kind of knows its place, all right, and it does. The people here, they understand where they stand in the world.
We are not better than them, and they don't think that we are, but they do understand that interaction with the outside world is a necessity.
Correct. Don't block yourself off. Don't pretend you're better than everyone else and block your ears when someone says something you don't like and throw a bloody tantrum and jump around and throw hot water on an air stewardess because, you know, she didn't want to give you a free cup of noodles or whatever.
Right.
Because that happens a lot.
Of course. Obviously, we're not talking about... You Chinese people that have integrated properly, by the way, are awesome and some of the most successful immigrants that exist. So please ignore this. It's literally talking about, you know, the societal issues with uneducated people that are throwing their weight around.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a little warning.
Yeah, that's just a little disclaimer.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. Is there anything you'd like to tell our subscribers before we sign off?
Honestly, I really like that topic, guys. I think that's a very... I think a country like this that can't just upheave itself and become a full democracy, obviously, without a lot of turmoil, is doing weird and, I would say, healthy things in its strive to become better. Again, there's going to be massive issues here. Of course, any one-party state's going to have its human rights abuses, and there's no shortage of them here. But the fact that I can go on YouTube, Facebook, internet is fairly unblocked here.
Yeah.
And the fact that I can go around and talk to people about these things without anyone trying to throw me in jail or kick me out.
Yeah, or report me as a spy.
Is a symptom of something going in the right direction. Something I think China's not going in the right direction on these issues. So, what do you guys think down below? Do you think, you know, maybe a fun question?
Yep.
Question of the day would be to ask you guys, what about, you know, the nation that you're in? Or maybe a nation that you grew up in or where you're from and stuff. What are the issues that need to be addressed? And let me know down below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. We release every single Monday at 1 p.m. EST. And I hope you guys enjoy these videos. Yeah,
look, I'm going to add something quickly here.
Sure, please do. We always do.
I always do. Now, we talked about the sort of arrogance and that exists in most countries.
Yeah.
But in China, it's on a large scale. That's why we're bringing it up.
Right.
Maybe because there's a bigger population, but most probably because it's a government initiative.
It's a tool.
The government pushes this, and they want it, and they encourage it.
Right.
Whereas in America, you may get some rednecks who live in a trailer park who are like, America, or, you know, number one. Why would you want to ever go overseas? You know, they got diseases and stuff. You know, we're just the best in the world. You know, you get that everywhere, of course. But the American government's not going there and saying, hey, you know, like, we're better than everyone else. Everyone else is garbage compared to us, which is pretty much what China's doing at the moment. You know, our 5,000 years of history. Quick little secret: only 70 years of history. Hello,
Cultural Revolution. He kind of destroyed it all.
It's all gone. You want to see the real Chinese culture, man? You got to come to. Actually, here you probably see more of real Chinese culture, to be honest.
Weirdly enough. They did have a cultural revolution here, but it was not even close to the scale of China.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still old stuff. Anyway.
Yeah, basically, you do have to go to Hong Kong or Taiwan.
Definitely Taiwan.
Or, how about this? Japan.
True.
And this is a little secret I'm not really supposed to say. So I'm not going to tell you who told me this, but it's got to do with TCM, you know, traditional Chinese medicine. Right now, TCM doctors in China, to their shame, because of course this is the last thing they want to do, they have to go and study in Japan to learn TCM. Okay? Because the Japanese, they kept all the old scrolls and the old recipes, and they kept them.
Why certain herbs work.
Yes, and they kept them incredibly like immaculate. So from like hundreds of years ago, they've still got the recipes and everything.
Sure.
Whereas in China, they were all destroyed and burned, and during the Cultural Revolution. And so now Chinese doctors that do TCM, they reach a certain level, and the only thing they can do is go to Japan to study TCM. That's got to be such a kick in the pants.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know. Kick in the wong.
It's kind of like I don't know, like a Holocaust survivor having to go and learn how to make bagels in Nazi Germany or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Probably cut that out.
That's a very weird analogy, but totally makes sense because they look at Japan the same way they do look at the Holocaust. Jews.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway,
so
that's relevant. Anyway, that was a long sign off, Winston. Can you tell us to stay awesome?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. So whether or not you are. What was our topic again? Oh yeah, whether or not you know your place or not.
Right.
Everybody has their place in the world, and everyone has the potential to basically make what they can out of their lives. I'm not going to say that everybody can be what they want to be, because that's nonsense. But I do believe that everyone has a choice.
You can be all you can be.
To improve their life.
Right.
Hey, look, PlayStation, PS3 and 4. Nice. Everyone has the opportunity to improve their lives, so just keep improving your lives, and whether or not you improve your life or you make it worse, we love you all the same. So, until next time, you know the drill. As always, stay awesome. ADV China, every Monday, same time, same place. Wednesdays, Lao 86, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course, on Friday, just in time for a beer, Serpent ZA.